What is up, YouTube? So I'm going to be doing a live reading today, a collective reading, and it's just going to be like an energy shift reading. It's kind of like the readings I do on my Patreon channel. So if you are curious about what that is like, you're about to see. So cool stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about the astrology that's going on today. We're going to talk about why today and tomorrow are going to be the best times to manifest, and then I will do a reading for us. I'm excited. I was going to try and post this to my Instagram, but I'm technology illiterate. So we're just going to get right into it. Okay. So today is Portal Day. Today is February 2nd of 2022. So when you have a 2222 energy, it does open up this portal, this higher frequency due to the fact that we have a master number at play, right? Now some people don't like to attach to a calendar date, and that's perfectly fine because I've even teeter-tottered on that belief as well. Like, I don't need a calendar day to dictate whether or not it's a good time for me to manifest. I will say that this week is a very, very good time to manifest because as of the 3rd, we are going to have all planets direct. So in regards to manifesting like love, prosperity, finances, abundance, things of that nature, in February, it might be picking up a little bit. You might still see a struggle, but that's mostly because we're still in the post shadow of the retrograde from Venus. In March, when that post shadow phase is finally gone, that is when things are going to start moving forward with a lot more ease, a lot more grace. So that's pretty much it. I would definitely focus on your manifestation right now. I would take some time for yourself today to be in a very feminine, receptive energy and allow yourself to be open and grounded and detached from the things you might have been squeezing a little too tight over the last few months, right? Like relationships or money, finances. So let's get into it. Let's see what the collective most needs to see. I'm just going to exit out of all these other screens. Okay, cool. And the chat is open, so feel free to say stuff or ask questions because I'm here to hang with you guys, and do a cool reading. So, let's see. Oh, and just before I get started, I will not be doing any like personal questions. As of right now, maybe at the end, the super chat is open. If you know what super chats are, they're just ways to like contribute to the channel and support the channel. Hey Rach, how are you? And that's usually, yeah, I might do personal questions at the end for individual people. And if not, it's just because energetically I've been doing a lot today. So we'll see. Okay, let's get into it. Let us see what is going on. Okay, I heard serendipitous event and a new way forward. When I hear the word forward, it really reminds me of the Sacred Travelers Oracle. So I'm going to use that deck. That's kind of like, if you do readings, you know that you have certain like triggers for certain decks, for certain energy. That's Sacred Travelers for me. Okay. Okay, let's begin. What does the collective most need to know for the current energies at play? What messages does the collective most need to know for the current energies at play? Hello, my dear. What does the collective most need to know for the current energies at play? I keep hearing second chances. I don't think it's in regards to necessarily just another individual. I think that this is also like the second chance to realign with self. There's people realizing, oh crap, like I've been through this cycle before and we're coming back around to it. Because right now the energy that we're in is shadowing, or I should say mirroring, the energy we had back in May 2018, March 2019. Because we're kind of getting a little taste of what eclipse season is right now. Thank you so much for showing up. I love that you're here on the live. Let's look at what's going on though? So we have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. And then we have this Phoenix card in reverse, which tells me that this is a resurrection, or like a cycle, a rebirth, a transformation that was probably resisted in the past that you're now encountering again. A fresh new way of living emerges, right? So new life, the journey. There's another energy coming in now. They're showing me looping. Looping to me, so much is going on. This is repeating old cycles. Repeating old cycles, not in like the stereotypical way of like, oh my gosh, I'm in this relationship again. No, like in the way of realizing your attachment to things and learning that it is perpetuating old cycles, or realizing that when you anger, it's the teenage version of yourself coming out and it's not who you are now. Like you're having these realizations at this time, because that's what all this Aquarian energy that we're in is going to do. Also with Uranus being direct, Uranus is revolution. Uranus is the breaking free. It's the breaking of the chain. It's awakenings. Okay. And we also have Saturn in Aquarius. We're being pressured right now to be unique, to be our most authentic selves. And so seeing the things that have kept you in old cycles, so attachment to toxic behaviors, environments, relationships, and also understanding why you think or thought that way is allowing you to release it, right? But it's this teeter-totter that we're in of, whoo, this is so familiar though, like this is so habitual. I need to allow myself to be a clean slate, right? How do I do that? Be present. Just be present. It's not about the end result. It's not. It's about where you are right now, right? Because right now you're creating that end result. So whatever you're manifesting, visualize it and be it now. If you want to be a certain person, show up as that person today. Be that individual now in this moment. Okay? Because a lot of times we're like, I want to be like this. I want to be like that. But we don't take the steps towards it because of the fear, the insecurities, the ties to old ways of thinking and believing, without the realization that you're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You can control them and be like, yo, Shannon, shut up. That ain't true anymore. That was my 12-year-old self, my 18-year-old self. I'm far beyond that. Look how far I've come. I'm great. I'm awesome. Answering the call in reverse, and then impasse, right? Reflect and redirect your energy. It's reflecting on the past and realizing, oh crap, that's not working for me. So a little redundant. And the time is now. It's realizing that this is where we are. This is where we are as a collective. It's the 1 foot in the new life, the 1 foot like trying to lift out of the old life, but there's this really sticky piece of gum at the bottom of your shoe and you're like, should I just take the shoe off? Just take the shoe off. You don't need it. It's dead weight. You can buy a new pair of sneakers that are clean energy somewhere else. So bye-bye. Out of style. Don't need them. Okay. Next. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And, oh, I'm so excited. Then you have success expands in your life and keep moving forward. So it's crazy how this just played out, though. If you look at like the cards themselves, we have these 3 upright, and this is the energy we're moving into. We have these 3 in reverse, which is representing the energies that we're still attached to, the ones that we're struggling to release. And then we have the current energy of unknown territory. What the fuck is going on? Why do I feel like I'm here, but I'm also there? Which is why you should just be here in the present, right? Not floating too far ahead, not floating too far backward. Be here now and understand that it's okay to be struggling with attachment to habits, relationships, situations, and environments. Recognize the lessons you've learned through them, what has been repeating, and see, okay, is this really here now? Is this true for me? Or is this something that I've just been subconsciously grabbing at and holding on to because I'm scared of what I can really be and who I really want to be, and to speak how I really want to speak and act how I really want to act? It's getting out of the mold. Does your partner expect you to be a certain way? Are you being that certain way because you want your partner to be happy, but in turn, you're not happy about it? Why don't you just say, hey, I don't want to be a gender stereotype. I don't want to do these things. That's just not in me. Bye-bye. Right? That's not how I am. If you want something like that, it ain't going to happen here. You can accept me, or you can find someone else. Stop trying to please people and fit what they want you to be. That's the energy we're in. Time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. This is a connecting to the higher heart consciousness, because Taurus is Venusian energy. That is where the collective is moving, because it's now our new North Node, which is a collective consciousness. So when you have a collective shift in energy, we're, as a collective, moving into a new way of relating, creating, not only with ourselves and other people, but with the earth, with finances, with things that bring in a sense of stability, safety, structure, security, right? So you might be rethinking your diet. You might be thinking your daily routine. You may be going over the books in your finances. You may be looking at your relationship and literally questioning, have I been in this because I was expected to be in this? Am I really even happy? Or have I just accepted the way of being because I thought this is what we did in society? You find somebody, you have some kids, you work 9 to 5, and you go about your life. Hello, Kaz. Right? It's these kind of thoughts that are going to be happening right now. You're going to be like, okay, well, I like this thought. This resonates. This not so much. What do I need to do, or where do I need to shift in my reality to align with what is truly what's going to resonate with me and be emotionally fulfilling? Okay? That's Taurus energy. And Scorpio as the South Node is the 10 of Cups, right? Alignment. Okay. With Scorpio as the South Node, that's karma. That is lessons. That's also death, right? That's destruction. It's realizing what is no longer serving you, what you got to get rid of, and just being like, okay, well, I don't need this person or whatever this attachment is in my life anymore. For a lot of people, it's going to be relationships ending. For other people, it's realizing certain habits or ways that they show up for themselves are not allowing them to move into the individual that they most desire to be. And a lot of times we are manifesting things out of our desire, out of our craving, but we're not taking the tangible action on matching that desire. Match it up, Buttercup. Match it up. Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. For a lot of people, this is an opening of a third eye, because now not only is your consciousness raising to a higher state, yes, there's going to be more abundance and whatnot coming in, but this definitely feels like an opening of the third eye. In regards to success is not just a financial, monetary thing. Success and feeling whole in oneself, success in relationships, success in realizing that this connection is something that's sacred, right? I'm not going to sacrifice the things that bring me peace, the things that bring me into balance, whatever label you want to put on your higher power, for the sake of another energy in my reality, right? I'm not going to do that. We have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. There's going to be, literally, it feels like somebody pushing on my shoulder, like, no, girl, you can't go there. You can't go there. And it's kind of looking at, watch me. Watch me. We're getting to this place of really seeking freedom. And because people are seeking freedom, the people who are scared to seek their own freedom might fall into distorted masculine energy at this time and try to control you and be like, no, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or I think this is what's best for you. Well, honey bunches of oats, I love you. I'm sorry that you're struggling to follow your own path, but you're not my path, right? You don't get to dictate where I go. And I need you to allow me just to breathe, to expand and move with where I want to move, right? And if they're aligned with you, they will catch up. They will be there. But this is not the time to try to control or have expectations of other people, nor is any time a good time to do that. We just should not do that. Because the more present you are and you realize that when you're at peace, when you're aligned with yourself, your reality and relationships are going to mirror that. You're a priority. When you're 100%, the things around you start to match that energy. So fall into that. Okay. The overall energy is believe in magic. Believe in magic is about connecting with the divine. Our patrons and I have been talking about this a lot. This reconnection with source, realizing that this last year and a half, or just the year for you, as a collective, for us, it's been this teeter-totter between what's my ego, what's a healthy ego, what's my higher self, what's intuition and ego. How do I feel connected to my higher power? How do I feel grounded in myself? And how do I realize that this part of my ego is something that doesn't resonate anymore and is no longer a tool I need to use, right? It's not that it's toxic. It's not that it's broken, right? It's something that you developed to protect you at one point, and now you're like, I don't need that kind of protection anymore. I've evolved. That's the perspective. You're not broken. You're not damaged. You're not messed up. You're learning what parts of yourself are no longer necessary because you are no longer that old version of who you were. Okay, let's clarify. The believing in magic is that shift, though. It's that shift to that higher state that allows you to align with that. And in turn, you're attracting a lot more positive energy because you're falling into the higher heart, Taurus, Venusian, Venus, right? Loving self, loving others, compassion, empathy, all that jazz. But you're also falling into this energy of gratitude because you're learning that this connection with the higher power is allowing you to stay at peace and alignment with yourself. Really nice. Okay. I just heard there's more than what's at hand. Like there's more than just the material world. Okay. What do I want to clarify with? I kind of really want to use Manga Tarot. I don't use this tarot deck much. Okay. So this is where we're going. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to keep these at the top. I hope you guys are liking the way I moved my camera. I was trying to make it so you could see like more of the table, but still see my logo and see Frank and myself. So I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping you're a fan, Stan, because I'm a fan. I like it. Let's look at unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. This is a conscious surrender. This is someone who's kind of like, okay, things around me are a little turbulent, but I'm going to remind myself that I'm safe and I'm secure right here, right now in this moment, right? I like this. Let's look at unknown territory. This is someone learning to control their thoughts and emotions because they're practicing awareness. I like this a lot. 4 of Swords. Yep. It's isolating self. 10 of Swords. Between the 4 and the 10 is the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Swords in reverse. They're realizing that they need to practice releasing the stress, the overwhelm, the pain, the anxiety, that their focus needs to be on them. That most likely in your vessel right now is not just your energy. You have other people's energy in there, right? I just got done saying this to one of my patrons. If you're this bottle and all of this is other people are not supposed to be in that damn bottle, Buttercup. This is for you. This is for your energy. They can handle themselves. We hold space for one another. We do not hold each other's baggage, though, right? Saying that my person's my everything. Oh, they're my world. Oh, this and that. You are your everything. You are your world, right? You. Because without you, there ain't no them with you. No relationship. Nope. Don't lose yourself. Don't take on what's not yours. You're learning that I need to isolate myself. I need to come back home to me because I've been carrying stress, burdens, and anxieties, thinking that they're mine, but really it's a lot of external energy. It might be work. It might be family. It might be relationships. But at the end of the day, if you learn to ground yourself and to release the stress and anxiety that no longer serves you and think, okay, a resolution is going to come. All in due time, ebb and flow, things are going to be a lot easier, okay? Let's look at transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. This is that new thought process as cards fly everywhere. They're flying. Okay. Let's look at transformation, a fresh new way of living. I feel like this is what you aspire to be. Strength and the 7 of Wands. Okay, healthy, balanced ego, a lot of pride, but in a very healthy way. Someone who can be nurturing and loving, but also knows how to stand their ground. And the 7 of Wands is this brave energy. It's this energy of like, I'm not going to allow anything to affect me. But it is what it is. It's an energy of acceptance. Like, all these things that are demanding my time and energy, I'm not obligated to serve you. I allow access to me. You allow access to you. We are not obligated, right? Do I have space for this right now? Nope. Do I have space for it tomorrow? Probably. Right now, I need me. A fresh new start. You're learning to honor yourself and your boundaries and your relationships. This is overcoming that distorted feminine energy that the collective's been, which is really nice. Let's look at answering the call. The time is now. So here, the other person's going to show up here. I feel them. I'll feel them. I feel a little aggressive. Let's look at answering the call. something makes you really second guess your decision to walk away from this. It could be that this person's really like good at, we have death in reverse. There's the Emperor in reverse, the control, the distorted masculine energy, temperance, and the Three of Cups. Like, no, you can't walk away. We're supposed to go through a transformation together. Like, you and I need each other. This is a very transformative relationship. So if you're into spirituality and they're throwing that into your mind, don't attach to it. Don't attach to it. Use your own intuition. The divine is creating healing and balance here. It is. It's bringing in the state of what is most needed to help you find your equilibrium. Because when you have your equilibrium, that's when you celebrate. That's when you're happy. This does not necessarily always mean reconciliation. This could be you finding people that resonate with your frequency because you're coming back into balance. This masculine energy is really attached to having things in a certain way. They want to control the situation. They're like, no, this can't end. This can't end. You're not about to leave me. What do you think? No, we're going to be fine. We're going to get through this. Like, you're overreacting. No, because intuitively, you know that if you were to separate yourself and to focus on balancing your energy, this relationship could come back together, but you'll also attract relationships that are more aligned with you. Yeah, that's a very controlling energy. That's someone who's like, I don't want you to have your freedom because I don't know how to give myself my freedom, so I want to control you and have you close to me. Because that's when I feel safe and secure, right? Because if you leave me, I'm going to feel like you're abandoning me when really you're just doing what's of your highest good and I'm taking it too personal. A lot of that's going on in the collective right now. Okay. Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. It's like, okay, yeah, sorry, but no, you cannot control me. I will not be staying here to appease you. I am going to stick to my guns and I'm going to skirt on out of here. Reflect and redirect. 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's the feminine. Like, no, emotionally, I do not want to invest in this. It's becoming a burden. It's becoming too, it's too much of their energy being projected onto you. And it's creating an emotional shutdown, right? With the Hangman and the Five of Cups in reverse, you're like, I'm totally cool with surrendering the situation, with coming back home to me, with releasing all this emotional energy that is not mine to hold, right? Five of Cups. Then you have the Tower and the Seven of Swords because you realize it was self-sabotaging. It was self-sabotaging. I want to be very clear. This does not have to be romantic. Like, this could be a friendship. This could be a family dynamic. Whatever this is, though, you've given way too much of yourself to it. This could even be work. Like, this Emperor energy could be work, something that you feel is trying to control you or keep you in a certain box that just doesn't fit you, and you no longer want to be there. That's totally okay. Two of Swords, it's caused the heart space to shut down, though, because emotionally, you're like, I'm tapped. I don't really care anymore. I kind of just want to be numb. And that's when you know that you've depleted yourself energetically. Holding space and giving energy are two very different things. Holding space is channeling energy from a higher power, right? And allowing it to flow through you and be like, hey, you are covered in divine love, divine white light, protection, gratitude, abundance, whatever it is that you need, I'm giving it to you, but it's coming down from the divine. Giving somebody your energy is forgetting all that and just being like, here I am, take me. And you wonder why you're depleted. That's not healthy. What about you? What about the space that you need? Healthy balance. Healthy balance. Let's look at crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. I am dandy. Ooh, well, I'm doing currently, it's just an energy shift reading for Portal Day and just energies to come. So it's timeless. It's just now forward. So this could be forever, however long, right? Crossing bridges. Time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. This person, when you set this boundary, is going to realize I need to meet my own needs. They're going to finally realize that I cannot hold somebody else accountable to help me feel comfortable or safe in a situation. I need to find ways to calm my own nervous system and to meet those needs on my own. Right? Right. This in turn is going to make a very healthy dynamic. Four of Pentacles, Empress in reverse. Yep. They're surrendering their divine feminine. They're surrendering, taking control of the feminine energy. So the Emperor is like, oh gosh, they've emotionally shut down to me. They don't want anything to do with me. Oh, I see why. I need to surrender. They want their freedom too. Just like I want my freedom, but I want to feel safe. And so I want to control everything around me. And again, energy is not gendered. This could be a man. That could be a woman. They could both be women. They could both be men. I really don't care. It's energy though. It ain't gender. That's cool. Let's look at the bridges one more time. What else do we have here? Okay. I heard surrender and second chances, but then I heard divinity. So it feels like Wheel of Fortune kind of energy. Like, hey, in divine time, we're going to help you out here. 3 of Pentacles. So there's the rebuilding. Yeah, the 4 minus the 3 gives you the Ace of Pentacles, which is second chances in tarot because it's in reverse. Then you have the 3 of Pentacles, which is collaboration, working together, right? The coming back together. Because we have the divine pair here. This feminine energy needed to set this boundary. They're showing the masculine the parts of themselves that are distorted, that they might be struggling to see or accept. That is the purpose of connection. That's the purpose of relationships. When things are difficult, it's not necessarily like, this is toxic, I gotta go. It might be difficult because you're not seeing or accepting a part of yourself that is projecting old versions of you into the current situation. That's what relationships will help us see, which is really nice. Let's see what this healing is about. Whoa. I'm not going to take all that because it's a big stack. Judgment in reverse. Okay. Judgment is about choices and decisions. It's also about aligning with your soul's purpose, your higher self, and your path. Judgment to me is just like temperance. It's an angels, ancestors, and guides energy. This could be you finally clearing out the gunk of other people and being able to see like, okay, this is my path. You're not walking it quite yet though, because this person might be a part of it. And it's also giving you the time and space to just come back into alignment with who you are, which is really nice. Gates of Triumph. This is when the third eye opens. This is most likely when you do progress forward. So like Chariot, Wheel of Fortune. You get what I'm saying? 8 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the Star, Divine Timing, and Wheel of Fortune. Ta-da! Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like, well, I feel like I've been doing so much work on myself. Why isn't it not manifesting yet? Where is it? Where is it? Chill. When you start asking, where is it? Why isn't it showing up? That's distorted masculine. You're squeezing. You're like, I want it. I want it though. That's the sponge theory. You squeeze a sponge so tight, it ain't going to have water in it anymore. And it sure as hell ain't going to be soaking anything up. You need to allow it to breathe and expand to be a sponge and serve its purpose. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles minus the 2 gives you a 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You're blocking your own energy to receive, right? Because the 6 of Pentacles is a giving and receiving energy. It's like, I'm working so hard though, but I don't see the things coming in. Are they not meant for me? Because the 2 of Pentacles are the things that are dropped. Should I give up manifesting and being so diligent and practice? No. It's happening in divine time. In divine time. Like I said in the beginning, Venus is still post shadow until the beginning of March. So if you're trying to heal relationships, finances, luxury, or physical beauty, things of that nature, it might take a little longer than you like, but that's why we need to detach from expectations, right? It's because when Venus leaves post shadow, things are going to be like, oh my gosh, abundance, love, beauty, you're fine as a glass of wine, everything's okay, right? Okay. It's not on our time. We're going through the lesson of detachment right now as a collective, right? Someone's really struggling. I'll hold space for you, but I don't have it in me right now to listen to your entire day of struggle because I have my own plate that I'm holding space for. So I'm going to need you to try to find a way to cope with that yourself. It's learning to detach, to not allow, like, if you live with somebody who's like angry or anxiety ridden or revved up all the time, and you're like, oh, I feel great today. And then they come home and you're like, oh my gosh, it's killing me. It's killing me. You're taking on their energy. Remind yourself, I'm not going to give my power to that. They're working through something. I'm not. It's not mine to hold. I'm not going to hold it. And bring yourself back to you. Visualize a clear pane of glass between the two of you, right? You can still connect, you can still see each other, you can still share love and hold space, but you're not taking on their burden. You're not taking on their heaviness. Okay? Thank you, Kaz. I appreciate you. Let's look at ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. This is like cementing the lessons, right? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is the mini Empress. The Queen of Pentacles is someone who's safe and stable and secure and realizes like, this is what I want to create for myself. I'm going to create it. I had this conversation with one of my patrons today. We were talking about just because when you visualize your perfect life, your reality, right? And let's say you don't picture your person there. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be there with you, but they might have a different reality that they're manifesting. At the end of the day, what do you want that's going to make you happy? What do you want that's going to make you happy? That's not a selfish thing to have hopes and dreams and ambitions. Because a manifestation is like putting a piece of paper in the suggestion box. It ain't actually always going to happen that way. You know, the universe is going to be like, I like that you're manifesting that, but I actually have something better in store. And guess what? It includes your person. Ta-da! So manifest the things that make you happy. If not this, something better. I use this townhouse all the time as an example. I was manifesting a specific apartment with 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, because I wanted a separate room for my office. And it turns out my mom was like, hey, how about we buy a townhouse? I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's way better than an apartment. I'm tired of living in an apartment. You know what I'm saying? If not this, something better. But manifest the things that bring you joy. You're just putting in a suggestion to the universe and to the divine plan that's already planned out. Like, hey, higher power, homie, my bro, you know, this would be really dope. And they're like, fortune cookie. That looks really nice. It does. But hey, listen, Jackie, I got something way better for you. Boink. You're like, oh my God. Okay. That's what this Queen of Pentacles is realizing. I can focus on myself and I can still have love for all the people in my life. Just because I'm not devoting all my time and energy to them, it's not a reflection of my love and care for them. It's a reflection of my love and care and respect for myself, though, to have healthy boundaries. Checkmate. Ascending the mountain, Page of Cups, 8 of Swords in reverse, and Justice. And the Queen fell on the ground. Come back, y'all. Okay. This is realizing that the more you're connected to your own heart space, your emotions, and not in your head, you find balance. Analysis paralysis over time is going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm overthinking this. What's real? What's not real? Ooh, ego, intuition, which one's which? I don't know. I'm sitting in so much stress and anxiety because I'm thinking too much about the unknown and what's to come, forgetting that the future, put in quotes because time is really like not a thing. In my reality, it's not a thing. Like it's all happening now. Which is why I say when you're manifesting right now in this moment. Think right now in this moment, who I want to be. Amazing, awesome, abundant, helpful, loving, generous, peaceful, and enjoying life. Just being my damn self and not caring, you know, like being myself. That's what I want. And I want a life full of happiness. What do you want? And then show up as that person. Every day, show up as that person. When you think too much, you're putting your nervous system into a state of anxiety, fear, limiting beliefs. Like think about how many times you get to an argument and you replay that argument over and over. You're putting your own nervous system through the same situation, the same traumatic, sad, upsetting event. Why? Why? Remind yourself, whoa, ego, girl, you're good. You're safe. Like we're not in that situation anymore. We don't got to do that. Stop reliving it. Stop reliving it. You're here now. You're safe. Let's move forward. Breathe. Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. Nice. The World. Okay. This process is a lesson you've been presented with multiple times. The World in reverse is repeating cycles. That's kind of like, hey, I think I've actually been through this in another form. For instance, I'll use myself as an example. I went through this right after my massive brain injury, which was my first awakening, where I was like, oh my gosh, spirit, myself, I feel like an empress. I feel so divine. And then a relationship came in and it distracted me. It took me off course, right? I went through that same lesson again this last 1.5 years. And guess what? Right now we're in the pre-shadow back to that same time. Mind blown. Astrology, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. At least I believe it is. cycles, okay? It's cycles. We're cementing more lessons. It's kind of like, hey, let's play Mario Kart. Oh, the first time around, you only got 10 coins. We're going to do this soul cycle again. Try and get 20. Then you win Mario Kart. Good job. Mario, however you want to say it. I don't know. Journey by Moonlight. Let's get one more on this. This is Believe in the Magic, right? King of Wands in reverse, the Magician, Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, Six of Swords. Woo! I'm not going to take the rest because it would have been a lot of cards. King of Wands in reverse is very similar to an Emperor in reverse to me as a reader. It's an energy of somebody who's kind of like, you know what, I'm really charming, I'm really hot, and I'm really persuasive, and I might even be a little bit emotionally manipulative because I'm a really good manifester, and I'm great with energy. So I know how to kind of tell you what you want to hear, but not really live up to it. Okay? With the Magician, which is divine masculine energy for me. Master Manipulator cards. Both of them, for me as a reader, are two Master Manipulator cards side by side. I personally think that this is actually you standing in your power and kind of like, no, I'm not going to fall for this again. I recognize this. I'm not going to repeat this cycle. I'm going to walk away from this and remain in my Ace of Cups. I'm not going to give so much energy to things that are going to shake my own foundation, right? Because the reality of it is, trigger warning, trigger warning. Other people don't make you mad. You give them the power to make you mad. Oh, I know. I know, right? Yep. Yep. I have to remind myself that every time I get really angry. I was about to say pissed off. Every time I get really angry, I'm like, don't give power to this. Stop it. It's just not worth it. I give that power to freaking going to the gym, doing something for my self-care. I can give it to meditation. I can give it to love, good things. I ain't going to give it to things that just make me feel downhill. What's the point of that? Putting more stress on your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. Speak positive things into existence. Simply say, you know what? I'm not going to allow this to anger me. I can see that we're both projecting our own pain and trauma back and forth, and I don't think this is a good thing to continue discussing. I'm going to remove myself from the situation. Bye-bye. Right? It's a practice. It ain't going to happen overnight. It's a practice. Six of Swords, and you're practicing it. You're moving on from it because you're practicing loving yourself and setting healthy boundaries. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands, followed by the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Devil and the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is the past, okay? The Knight of Wands is a very non-committal energy. It's somebody who's in and out, someone who always wants to explore things, who's kind of like, I want my freedom, and I want you to, right? This is the teeter-totter between two worlds. It's not wanting to accept that it was actually attachment, addiction, codependency, fears, limiting beliefs that were keeping you not committed to yourself, to other people, to past situations. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers. What do I want? Ow, my finger. What do I want to use to clarify? Oh, man down. Let's pull some romance angels because I know some of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to know. I'll show you. Let's see what's going on for the collective in regards to the current energies at play for this reading. What's the collective most need to know about this relationship or this cycle? Right? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. Your frequencies have shifted. One person's up here, one person's over there. Yeah. Finances and career, Taurus energy, stability, Venusian energy. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Wanting to feel stable, safe, and secure in yourself, so protecting your energy, right? Very nice. Bottom of the deck, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, playfulness. This is coming back home to yourself, realizing like this Page of Wands energy, the child energy within you, that's actually soul energy. That is your authentic energy. It's the part of you that was alive before it was introduced to trauma and pain and fear and insecurities and paradigms that just pretty true. It's part of yourself that's free. Let me just want to be free. Let's see what's going on for my collective. What's the collective most need to know right now? What's the collective most need to know right now? A leg up and exchanging gifts, both in reverse. Okay, so let's read. I read these from the book, closing it. Wow, it's crazy. And I opened up right to it. That's really weird. Is it weird though? Not really. When I close out readings, I typically read them from the book. And when I open up, I'll do the channel. Okay. Protection message. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders. Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. This is the masculine energy. So this is emperor energy, right? This is that distorted emperor who wants to, I want to control. I want to control you versus simply saying, hey, I'm struggling to feel safe right now. Can you tell me what your plan is today, or tell me something to put my own insecurities at ease, or help me work through these insecurities or fears that are coming up for me, right? They're lacking the tool or emotional maturity to distinguish between the fact of their protecting tendencies, right? Protecting themselves by wanting to control other people, and their need to really just be vulnerable and learn how to communicate in a very authentic way, because that's uncomfortable to them. It's uncomfortable because it's not familiar, right? It's not uncomfortable because it's not healthy. It's very healthy, but it's not familiar. And so in turn, they struggle with it. Distorted masculine energy and excessive independence, right? Well, if I do everything myself, if I don't ask you for help, then I don't have to worry about being abandoned or not being done the right way or being half-assed. I might as well just do it by myself, because I just don't trust other people, right? I don't trust you to actually show up for me, because time and time again, I've been shown that people aren't going to show up. And so that must be the truth for everybody. Limiting belief, wounded inner child, wounded inner teenager. Heal that part of yourself, right? Okay. Exchanging gifts. Be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You might find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at, because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. If you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing the money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life, where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Weird. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. This time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good and getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result. This is the feminine, realizing like, oh shit, I need to set boundaries because this person's trying to control me. And being aware of the need for both give and take is the first step to true destiny. They need to realize that they can stop taking, and learn how to reciprocate the energy that I've been investing in this dynamic, right? Balance, okay? Distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. That's what's going on here. The masculine triggering the feminine, the dualities, right? Right. Okay. Oh, wow. Should I pull one more oracle card? I think I'll pull one more and then we'll stop there. We'll pull one from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. And then you guys can ask questions, and I don't think like tarot questions, but like you can ask questions about like spirituality and stuff if you want for a little bit. I'll stay on for an hour, I think. Show me. Moon Maiden, new beginnings. Oh, snap, crackle pop. That's awesome. That's awesome sauce. And we just had the Aquarius New Moon. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for limelight. The secrecy was important for it for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now's the time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world, like the waxing moon, allowing others to be surprised by how mature and grown up the side of you is. Now's the time to set yourself free. The moon maiden belongs only to herself. She is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put aside in a golden cage. This is like really working with everything we talked about today. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying I love when this happens. The moon maiden invites you to shine with your own light and to have radiant curiosity and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently, I'm struggling to say that word, reliable friend. Okay. Eminently. Sorry, my brain not working right now. Moon Maiden invites you to answer only for yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return again. It's all about not being controlled, like allowing yourself to set those boundaries. Like, no, this is me. You cannot tame me. You cannot control me. You can accept me and walk next to me, and I'll accept you and walk next to you, but you will not contain me or control me. I deserve my freedom just as much as you deserve your freedom. Oh, you want to go explore awesome things in your life, husband? Go explore awesome things in your life, husband. Maybe I'll magically have the destined time and space to do it by your side. Oh, that's what you wanted? Look, I fell into place, right? Like, things are going to work out if they're meant to work out. You know what I'm saying? Deep breaths. Okay. I'm going to clean up, but you guys can type questions or say whatever you want to say, you know. How's everybody doing, though? How's everybody handling the energy? Doing good? Hanging out? Having fun? Sometimes I wonder how delayed the chat is in regards to, like, the reading itself. I really wonder. I would like to know. Well, nobody's got nothing to say, huh? We're all just hanging. Oh, well, I guess I'll talk about this. I am open for bookings right now, so if you want personal readings and Reiki sessions, you can book them down below through my website in the description box. Also, I'm giving away free 15-minute readings on my Patreon channel to all brand new tier 2 and 3 patrons. And I'm contemplating adding another tier and doing guided meditations on that tier, and having it be like an accountability tier, like weekly journaling, weekly meditations, weekly manifestations together, affirmations and things like that. So that's something that's going to be coming soon. But as of right now, if you sign up on Patreon at certain tiers, you will get a free reading. So go ahead, check that out. And like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. I'd greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who already did. You're awesome sauce. And I will be posting the earth and fire signs over the next 2 days. So I'm excited, and just make sure to share these. I would really appreciate it. Help our family grow, right? Help our family and help the collective get on a very positive, loving wavelength, right? Right. Okie dokie. Well, if no one's got nothing to say or ask, I'm probably going to skedaddle. And I hope you guys have a great night. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I love you all, and I wish you the best, and I will see you next time. Oh, don't forget to manifest, meditate, take some time for yourself tonight, by the way, because it is still the portal energy. So use it up, Buttercup. I love you. I'll see you next time.